All right, so you're going to be doing an investigation today using GeoGebra on translations, which is one of the three different types of transformations that we're going to be talking about in the second half of this unit. Translations you may have referred to as a slide before, and that's what we're going to take a look at. This screencast is really nice because you can always pause it, do what you need to do, go back, hit play again, pause, hit play as many times you can rewind if you didn't get something, you needed to hear something again, or how did she get this tool or whatever for this particular investigation. So I opened a GeoGebra tab, and then I'm going to open everything. So I want to make sure that I click more twice. And then it has this really neat polygon thing. And what we're going to do is menu. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on the polygon tool. And you can see down at the bottom down here, it says select your vertices. And then you just have to make sure that your last click is on your original vertex. So I just want to create a triangle. So I'm going to tap 3 times to create my triangle. And make sure you click back on point A to close your figure. That's how you know if you've closed it. You can see how it kind of highlighted that piece. So what we're going to do now is we're going to transform. Transformations, transform is the root word of that, so that's what we're going to do. And this first one, you'll see that says translate by vector. And so what we're going to do is we're going to click on that, and you have to select the object. So just click in your triangle, and then click in 2 places. Don't make them too far apart. You can see the arrow there. I can make this go in any direction that I want. So let's go this way and that distance. So from here, now yours is probably going to look different than mine. I expect it to look different than mine. I expect it to look different than the person sitting next to you. But what I want you to do now is I would like you to find the distances now between C and C prime, A and A prime, B and B prime. The A, B, C that we started with is called the pre-image. There's a little bit of vocabulary for it. And this one you see how it says T1, triangle 1 prime, that's my image. Just like you look at your image when you're looking at a reflection, when you're done, you're looking at the image. So this figure here, and I'm going to change the color. I'm going to make it this reddish color. That image is what happens after I've done the transformation. In this case, after I've done the translation. So what I want you to do is use the rest of these tools, find those measurements between A and A prime, B and B prime, C and C prime. Then I also want you to find the length of D to E. What do you notice? What do you see? What do you wonder? Is this by design? Is this just a fluke? Look at your other people. Look at the people sitting around you. Do they end up with the same thing? You're going to get a piece of paper that is going to ask you to write some of these things down. And then it's going to kind of tell you what you need to do the reflection and then to do the rotation, because I'm going to be asking you to do slightly different things for each one. So now that you've seen this, this is the first one I've done, so feedback would be helpful. So let me know if I'm missing something in there or whatever. Remember to measure line segments and all that kind of thing. You go up to the measure tool. This will measure angles. You can measure angles to see what happens there. This will measure your length. So that's what you need there. If you want to measure the area, you can measure the area also and see what happens there. And then check with your neighbors sitting around you and see if you guys are coming up. Obviously, you may not come up with the same numbers, but you should come up with similar patterns. So that's what I want you to be looking at. So for right now, I'm going to leave it to you to do those things. Remember, find A prime, B prime, C prime. Maybe do it again, see if you get the same thing. Check with your neighbors. And then go on to do reflections and rotations. And then I'll kind of check in with you and see how we're doing as we go through. Good luck, guys. I can't wait to see what you come up with.